Yo, what is up? Happy Thursday. Let's start this Thursday off the right way. Welcome to Masters Thursday, the Daily Crow on a Masters Thursday. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Best week of the year. One of the best weeks of the year. The polo, the flat bill, full golf mode activated, and the greatest theme song of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, what a day we've got on the Daily Crow today. Talking Missouri series, a fantastic conversation with my friend Blair Wheeler, talking about the Gamecocks women's golf team, the Masters, gambling picks, my stories at Sage Valley, all of that and more included in today's show. The scene is set here in Columbia, just down the road from Williams-Brice and across the street from Founders Park. The Daily Crow is live. I love how dramatic that just got. I can't even do it anymore. I can't even do it right now. I love that music. You can make anything dramatic. I might have to literally make a piece of content with like that music in the background because it's just like that was just like probably the most dramatic moment we've ever had on this show. Yeah, Phil. The fact Phil cannot sit down and actually I'll say this, and Phil would probably say the same to me about rugby, and everybody can say this to some other person in some type of way. But I really feel for people that cannot appreciate how special this week is, that don't get that feeling I get. I feel bad for them in a way. Like, this week is just, it's incredible, man. It's incredible. I'm trying right now to get the Masters on the TV. I've got it on my laptop over there, and for some reason it's not wanting to connect. So anyways, folks, hope you're doing well. 843-790-3377, as you folks do see, yes. By the way, this shirt, in case y'all didn't know, this is straight from the Augusta National Pro Shop, believe it or not. Straight from the Pro Shop. Not even bullshit. I will show you the tag right now. Straight from the Pro Shop. So, yes. Anyways, that was fun. We'll have to clip that. Hope you guys are doing well. 843-790-3377. Of course, today's show is brought to you by our friends over at Flex Squad Fitness. Supporting the Daily Crow, CJ Profit, the man behind it all, guys. If you're looking to start your fitness journey, you're in the state of South Carolina, of course, but you're in the Columbia area, Chapin area, of course. Flex Squad Fitness is the way to go in Chapin, South Carolina, guys. Be sure to check them out. If you tell them that I sent you, you're going to get your first month free. It's a no-risk type of thing, guys. It's a no-brainer. Go to Flex Squad Fitness right now and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Let's see if we can't get this on the TV. The freaking... Oh, well, whatever. I'll get to watch plenty of golf this week. I've got it on my laptop over there. It's just stupid. It won't connect to the TV for some reason. TV's got a mind of its own today. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. What do you guys want to talk about here on a Thursday? Masters Thursday. We can talk golf. We can talk Missouri series this weekend. By the way, guys, if you're not on Instagram, which I know Phil is not. I know Phil is not on Instagram. And I'm sure many of you aren't. If you're not on Instagram, you need to get on there ASAP because you're missing some golden content. I actually went live last night with a couple of Gamecocks baseball players. Maybe Elizabeth Ballard knows what I'm talking about. Very random, very spur of the moment. It's it was a funny time. We'll just leave it at that. It was very funny. Had a couple cocktails last night. Figured why not? A little Wednesday going into a Thursday, and IG Live was funny. It was very funny. Yeah. Very funny. Colby Parker, you doing Top Golf at Willie B? No, I'm not. I actually didn't sign up for that. I kind of forgot when it was and just didn't really make it a priority to like keep up with it, whatever. Yeah, Wes Clark is a hilarious dude. Enter into the realm if you dare. Mors Mihi Lucrum. We're gonna have to get some. Would you guys buy a Mors Mihi Lucrum T-shirt? Do you guys even know what that means or involves? It's like Brady Allen and Wes Clark's and the baseball team's battle cry right now. Well, Matt Bruno, I don't think I was technically supposed to do that because USC is very anal about their guys doing media availability and all that stuff. Like, they're not technically, I think, supposed to do that, but we did anyways. So the people spoke. They wanted See Philly in the live, and what they got was See Philly in the live. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. All right. Anyways, taking your questions, comments, calls. Let me go fix something on the laptop real quick. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to fix the Masters feed. I want to watch it. It's so strange. Let's go. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. We got it figured out, folks. We got it figured out. We got the Masters on the tube. Let's go. Elizabeth Ballard. Oh, whoops. Elizabeth Ballard says the Sith as a haircut. What do you mean? No, they said Noah Myers is a great barber. I might have to get him to cut my hair. Literally, I need a haircut, right? Hey, let's make a bet with the baseball team. If the Gamecocks sweep this weekend, I will let Noah Myers cut my hair and cut it into like a scythe. I don't know, not a scythe, but like a realm style haircut. That's what we should do, honestly. We should see if they'll take it up. The scythe has entered the chat. Let's go. The scythe has entered the chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. 843-790-3377, folks, here on a Masters Thursday. And I just posted it on Instagram, by the way, if you don't believe me. I'll show you guys the picture. This polo I'm wearing, that is literally the tag. This thing is literally from the Augusta National Pro Shop. Like, I kind of want to sell it because I've lost so much weight that it really is it's big for me. So, I don't know. I kind of want to sell it. See, last night, though, Elizabeth was obviously tuned in. Last night is why I love baseball so much in the sense of like the culture of baseball. They're so cool. They're just so cool, laid back. They're not Hollywood. They don't think their shit don't stink. They're just bros. You know what I mean? Like, and I appreciate that. I do. Colby Parker, if you get a pitch at Wes Clark, what pitches are you throwing? Heck, I'm throwing them all. But no, I'm feeding Wes Clark fastballs and changeups. 100, just change up, low and away. I'm breaking balling him to death. We'll put it that way. I'm not throwing him many fastballs. I'm gonna throw one to establish myself on the mound because you can't be a wimp and not throw a fastball. But I am typical soft toss leftying him to death. We'll put it that way. DJ Fleming says, what kind of football season can we expect next year? Well, hopefully a really good one. No, I mean, listen, I think it's going to be, there's going to be ups and downs. I know that's like a cop-out answer. I mean, I think that 6-6 is realistic. I think 6-6 is very realistic. I think with the schedule, you got 3 basically, and again, with all due respect to teams like Eastern Illinois, ECU, and Troy, you've got basically three built-in wins. And then you look at the rest of the schedule, you've got Vandy, who you haven't lost to in forever. You've got Kentucky, you've got Mizzou, you've got Tennessee. I think getting to 6-6 is reasonable. It's realistic. I want fans to be very realistic in the sense of, this still isn't. I mean, it's not a great football team. Bottom line, it's not a great football team. There are issues. There are holes in the roster. There are depth issues, but there are good football players on this team. So again, you also play Auburn at home. I mean, who knows? Who knows? So I think getting to 6-6 is very doable, very realistic. And if you get to a bowl game in year one of Shane Beamer, I think that's a huge success. I don't know how else you could label that. You know what I mean? So I think it would be a huge success to get to 6-6. Personally. And guys, 843-790-3377. We're golfed out today, man. We're golfed out, swagged out in the golf apparel. Got the Masters polo, got the Titleist flat bill, big tour guy, and also the big tour guy, really big tour guy. Matt, dude, you know what's so funny, by the way? You post a picture of yourself getting a toss in at the baseball field, and all of like the washed up ball players get so mad. Like literally dudes in my attaboy Kepka. Literally dudes in my comments just like going nuts. Talking about how bad I am and how they'd go yard. It's like, bro, I haven't thrown a baseball in a year. Like, no kidding. People are just like so upset. Like, bro, get off my you-know-what. Cody Gaskins, how many points, yards per game, and receiving yards will we give up next season? Yeah, that's definitely my biggest concern, man. It's hard to pinpoint a number, but, right now you've got 10 scholarship defensive backs, and I mean, you're going to be breaking in what feels like a brand new secondary. So I think defensively is definitely where we'll struggle, and teams that have, talented wide receivers, teams that have good wide receivers and a good quarterback that can throw the football, I think are going to give us problems. With that being said, we do have a good pass rush. We do have a good front seven. I think, if a guy like Debo Williams pans out, I think your front seven, will be really good. No question. I think Jordan Burch is going to have a breakout year. I think Zach Pickens will have a good year. I think guys like JJ and Brad Johnson and Rick Sandage and God, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Sherrod Green will be back, and you've got playmakers up front that will cause havoc and create chaos. But I think it's going to be, Boogie Huntley. Like I said, I'm forgetting guys. There's so many guys. Tonka is back, of course. I think he's going to have a big impact. He's one of your top guys. Again, like I said, I really think Jordan Burch, we're going to see the best of Jordan Burch this year. I think we all agree he was very underutilized, misused, however you want to call it. They didn't use him the right way, and we didn't really get to see flashes of his talent. My buddy that works personnel at Georgia, he literally told me, he's like, dude, if Jordan Burch is not a first rounder, y'all messed up. Like, that's how much talent he has. So I'm hoping and thinking we're going to see those guys. We're going to actually see their potential and see that come out. But, your secondary, man, you got to be realistic. Like I said, I think Cam Smith's a good player. I think Jalen Dickerson can be solid. Can R.J. Roderick make a jump? But, it's going to be an adjustment period in that secondary. So. Let's see. Ram renovations. Optimistic about this year. Think we can go 6 or better. Yeah, I think 6-6. I think 6-6. I think the over/under in Vegas will probably be 5. 5 or 5.5, maybe. Sorry, guys. Just checking on the old social media. What do you guys think about that as content, though, by the way, after the season, after the dust is settled? Me going live against Wes Clark, facing him. Facing Wes Clark. I'll give him 10 at-bats. We'll set the betting line over under 3.5 for home runs for Wes Clark. What do you guys think about that piece of content? I got people literally texting me saying they would pay to see it. Oh man. I think that's golden content. I do think that would be hilarious. And I mean literally Wes, I posted on Instagram, you guys probably saw it on Facebook, like Wes is down. Maddox, yeah, the Instagram live was hilarious, bro. That was so unexpected, so funny. I was just tuned in, like just whatever. Ram Innovations, hope good things are coming for Dak. He's been forever to thee thus far for Carolina. Yeah, I think so. I mean, Justin Stepp really spoke highly of him. So I would think good things are headed his way, no question. Colby Parker, I'll drop 1,000 if he went yard batting left-handed. Oh, come on. Now you're just insulting me. I mean, I did pitch in college. Granted, it wasn't SEC or D1 for that matter, but my Lord, you think he's going to go yard lefty? Come on. Let's see, Justin. I think that would be a fire-ass shirt. The team saying, imagine being on the other team and being in the Founders Park team yelling some things. I don't know what it is. The fans have it on a shirt. Cody Gaskins. Yeah, so it was Wes Clark, Jack Mahoney, and Brady Allen were all live on Instagram last night, and they invited C Philly into the live. And it was legendary. You can ask the people in the chat. It was something else. It was fun. It was very unexpected, but the people wanted C Philly, so it was. We had a good time. We had a good time, man. It was fun. Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, they're real cool dudes. They're real cool dudes, down to earth, just funny guys. You know what I mean? No, I saw Malone. No, I definitely saw Malone. I don't think I saw George though. I must have missed George. I definitely saw Malone, though. Malone's a funny cat. Malone's definitely a funny cat. So. Cody Gaskins, can you rewatch it? No, it's gone forever, unfortunately. No, I didn't want to record it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want those guys to feel like I'm putting them on blast and they can't just relax and say whatever they want and be themselves and all that. You know what I mean? Like there's that's I kind of pride myself on being that outlet. That's not like I'm not out to get them. I'm not looking for a quote, not trying to trip them into saying something they shouldn't say. Like they're kids, you know what I mean? Like they're just dudes being dudes. So no, it was you guys will just have to tune in. Yeah, maybe the next, I don't know, maybe that'll happen again. That was so random. I would have never imagined that happening. But again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Like I said, guys, had a great podcast drop this morning, episode 418, talking Gamecocks baseball against Mizzou, talking golf with with Blair Wheeler, my good buddy, the Blair Wheeler Project. We talked Gamecocks and women's golf, which, by the way, shout out to South Carolina women's golf, ranked #1 in the country. They are phenomenal. Fantastic team. The women's sports continue to just dominate at USC. So we talked Gamecocks women's golf. We talked about my career in golf, working in golf. We talked about, the Masters, of course, everything. So really good stuff. Ritter, what's up? Phil's back. See, I knew Phil was gone when he wasn't reacting to us talking about golf. I figured he had to be gone. Yeah. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. Different look for C. Philly today with the polo. How about this polo? This polo's fire. I mean, this polo's really fire. No, Savannah, this is the real Phil. This is the real Phil Harris. Not the real. I shouldn't say that. The OG Phil Harris. Eric Shelley with Malone, Heinrich, and Khalil scuffling right now. Is there anyone we could give a shot to? Maybe wake them up, or they start raking and stay in the lineup. Well, Khalil's been swinging it well. Khalil's been swinging it well of late. So you certainly aren't taking Khalil out. I think Malone's going to be the one at third base that continues to see the at bats and gets the reps. But no, I mean, I think those guys are fine. I mean, it comes and goes, it ebbs and flows. The hitting, but I think those guys will be okay. Again, like I said, Khalil's been swinging it better of late. I don't know. I mean, Khalil's definitely been swinging it better of late. Savannah, 7 o'clock Eastern, first pitch. 7 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. $7 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Let's see. Elizabeth Ballard says, have you seen Mahoney bat? Yes. So it's funny. In the preseason scrimmages, I didn't even see Mahoney pitch. I only saw him hit and play second base. So, I mean, obviously he's not good enough to steal the position or be playing out there. But no, I mean, I saw him hit. He's a good ball player, man. All around a good ball player. CJ Curry, it's going to be this series who has the better glove. And Ritter definitely has the better glove. HML says, hate to bring men's basketball up. Then don't. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think about the transfers we got? I mean, good players. I'd imagine it means that Frank Martin's back. So I think Colin Taylor, Gamecock Central, said that apparently the board of trustees is meeting to execute on some athletics contract. So I'd assume that is Frank Martin. So it says South Carolina's Board of Trustees will meet tomorrow to discuss, quote, proposed contractual matters involving athletics employment. If that ain't Frank Martin, then I'd be shocked. By the way, I don't know if Maddox is still in here. I loved how you tried to tag Skylar Meade when he doesn't have Instagram. So, well, Savannah, the reason they're going to give him an extension, what they're going to do probably, if they bring him back, which I think probably they will, they're going to give him an extension, but also lower his buyout. What they're trying to do is get him in a 1-year contract. That's what they're trying to do. But you can't realistically be a head coach in any collegiate sport and not have a 4-year window. You can't recruit. You can't do anything. You can't operate under a 2-year deal. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sell the program under a 2-year deal. So what they're probably going to do, they're going to extend Frank for 2 years and make the buyout so astronomically low that if next year goes poorly, they'll be able to just, fire him and pay $100 or $500 and get him out. So I think that's what they're going to do. I that's been the rumor. So Rachel, I feel great. No, definitely had some whiskey last night, but feel good. I mean, I'm on a whiskey diet, so I feel great. So Masters Thursday. Loving that. Masters Thursday. Very excited about the tournament, obviously. Got the gear on, everything else. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Savannah Webster, can he say no? Well, I mean, I'm sure he can, but I mean, Alex Goins, what was your best year of pitching in college? Shit, I didn't really have a best year. I mean, I'd say my sophomore year, but even then I got shelled. So my sophomore year was my most fun. I'll say that. That was the most fun year of baseball in college for sure. Travis Honeycutt, what's up? Who just teed off? Oh, it's DJ's group. CJ said he just played at Timberlake this morning. Why don't you brag about it, CJ? Attaboy. Getting out on the golf course. Love that. Interesting. R.L. Smith, I'm perfectly fine with that. If we keep him, extend him, I'm in the back room, be prepared to eat that same 4-year or so contract if next year goes in the toilet. I hate the political meddling. Yeah, it's been the way it's been handled hasn't been great for sure. Rachel, now I know you're just joking. It's all good. It's all love. I mean, that's a fair question. I definitely was sipping on whiskey last night. No questions asked. I mean, hey, see, here's the thing for me. I really don't drink a lot. And I tell people it's like, when you have to go on camera and you have to record shows and be like on your game, it makes you think about it a little bit differently. It's like, man, like I really can't afford to be hungover. You know what I mean? Like I can't afford, I don't just get to go sit in the office and kind of hide my face and skate through the day. It's like I need to be, at least I personally feel like I need to be on my game. And I just can't do that hungover. Like I know myself, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like I feel good today actually. But so but I have to like pick and choose my spots. And I was like, you know what? It's a Wednesday night chilling. We got no game tomorrow. Why not? We'll have a couple of drinks. So no, it's all good. But no, it's funny. The people though that, used to, I don't really see them much anymore, but the people that used to like really come at me and like say like, oh, he's an alcoholic. He drinks all the time. It's like, I really don't. Not even close, but whatever. We love to just let the rumors ride on social media. Let's go to the phone lines here before I keep rambling. Phil, what's going on, man?
Welcome to the Golf Up Show with Christopher Phillips.
Yeah. Are you ready to admit that golf's better than rugby?
That's never going to be true, to be honest with you. I mean, where's the World Cup of golf? That's all you need to know, bro. Like, they don't even have a World Cup of golf.
The World Cup of golf is being played this weekend, I think, in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
The one that the big one. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'll be watching 0 minutes of golf this weekend. I am excited about Carolina trying to redeem themselves after losing to UNC this weekend against Mizzou. That's what I'll be watching this weekend.
Oh yeah, no, well, me too. I'll be there. So I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching that. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's crazy. I broke down Mizzou on the show today, and I mean, statistically looking at it, you should feel pretty good if you're a Carolina fan. Missouri's got an ERA over 7. And they're hitting 242 as a team. So, they took 2 or 3 last weekend at Texas A&M, which I don't think A&M is really good this year or anything. But, yeah, you should feel pretty damn good as a Gamecocks fan going in this weekend. Like, if we don't hit this weekend, that is a problem. We should be hitting all weekend long. So, their Friday starter has an ERA over 7, if that tells you anything. So,
wow.
Yeah, they've struggled on the mound mightily.
Where would you put Texas A&M in terms of SEC baseball schools? Like, where are they at?
Well, I can tell you for this year, I mean, they've been pretty good past couple of years. I mean, they had guys like Asa Lacy, who I think is I'm not sure if he's made his big league debut, but I mean, a guy that was a lefty throwing like 96, 97. I mean, they've had good players come through. But no, this year, man, I mean, they were picked to finish last in the West, which is, how crazy deep the SEC is. They were picked, I saw them by multiple people, picked to finish last in the SEC West and make the postseason. That's how deep the league is. The only 2 teams that were not picked to make the postseason, I think, were Mizzou and Kentucky. But no, is A&M up to the level of Florida, Vandy, Arkansas, Mississippi State? Absolutely not. And I don't think, when you look at tiers in the SEC, there's that, and I know South Carolina swept Florida, but realistically, like, when people look at tiers in the league, they have, Florida, Vandy, Arkansas, Mississippi State, maybe Ole Miss in that tier 1, and then tier 2, or at least, this is how it went in the preseason. Like I said, I don't want fans to think I'm not like whatever. When people looked at it, tier 2 would have been like South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, whatever, and then that last tier 3 would have been teams like Mizzou, Kentucky, A&M, Alabama, stuff like that. So, no, I don't think A&M's very good this year. I mean, I wish we played them instead of playing Ole Miss or Mississippi State or having to go to Baton Rouge. But whatever. But no, Missouri's we're this is definitely a series, and I'm gonna give my prediction tomorrow. But I mean, at minimum, of course, at home you got to win 2 of 3, and it's probably the most sweepable series you have left. So, you'd like to, if you can, take advantage. Again, I'm never going to be disappointed winning 2 out of 3 in the SEC. I mean, it's, if you're upset winning 2 out of 3, you're going to have a really long year and you're going to drive yourself crazy. But it is definitely one of those series you look at and say, you'd like to take advantage and sweep, because you feel like when you look at it, at least on paper, and again, baseball is not played on paper, so who gives a damn? But realistically, you're like, we are a better team than Missouri. There's no question about it. So, now it should be a fun weekend. And I mean, listen, it's the SEC. I'm sure it'll be a battle. It'll be a grind like every other weekend is. But you definitely got to like your chances if you're the Gamecocks for sure. So,
watching every pitch, of course. Just wanted to jump into the Rugby Up Show real quick before I get you off the line here. The Free Jacks did an amazing interview with co-owner of the Free Jacks, Nate Ebner. Mm-hmm. Some people might recognize his name, all of the football crazy fans that we have that tune into the Spurs Up Show. He is a 3-time Super Bowl winning champion with the New England Patriots. Right now he's on the Giants roster. He actually walked on to play football at Ohio State because he was such a rugby guy growing up. He didn't even play high school football. Mm-hmm. But he walked on at Ohio State for football, got drafted by the Patriots, and played in their special teams for like 9 years. Mm. Now he's a part owner of the Free Jacks. He talks about his story. He actually became an Olympian when rugby was put back into the Olympics in 2016 for USA. And he's right now trying to make the team again for this year's Olympics. Rugby is in the Olympics, y'all, under the sevens style of rugby. So it's 7-on-7 for 7-minute halves. So it's a lot faster version of it. A lot of fast runners play sevens. It's really entertaining to watch. They do scrum down, but it's really quick. So it's just fast paced. It's rugby on steroids. So this summer, if the Olympics actually do happen, it seems like it is going to, we might be seeing Nate Ebner, a Super Bowl winner, and a big icon in rugby who's also a co-owner of the Free Jacks, playing for Team USA. So that'll be cool to watch.
Very nice. Love that. Phil, do you have a pro baseball team? Are you like Red Sox diehard, or you're kind of just like whatever?
So, yeah, I mean, when I was growing up in North Carolina, everybody was a Braves fan.
Right, of course.
And I kind of was, but I didn't really follow it. I went to a couple Braves games when I was younger. But, I played T-ball back in the day. I was pretty good, bragging on myself. Just kidding. But, growing up, I kind of watched the Braves a little bit. And then at a certain point, I was like, everybody pulls for the Braves around here, so I'm going to be different.
Right.
So for a while, and not really following it too much, like I would wear a Mets hat just to upset people, essentially. But
yeah, Braves fans hate the Mets, that's for sure.
Exactly, yeah. When I moved up here now 11 years ago, I started going to Fenway. I was like, oh, man, this is really the best baseball team in the whole world. So I started following the Red Sox pretty frequently. I just actually watched one of their first games this year a couple of days ago. They beat the Tampa Bay Rays. They actually swept the Rays. I don't know if they're playing 4 games or 3, but they've beaten the Rays 3 times so far. So to turn their
maybe the Sox are back. Maybe the Sox are back, man. You never know. Hey, last question for you, by the way. I don't know if you saw it on social media, but so I went. I think you might have missed this. I went live last night on Instagram with Wes Clark, Jack Mahoney, Brady Allen, the baseball guys. We had a blast. Whatever. Anyways, I went to the baseball field yesterday and got a toss in, and I posted some videos and pictures on social media. And Wes Clark this morning on Twitter said, "Live ABs?" ? And I'm like, golden piece of content idea after the season. If you follow Barstool Sports at all, you remember that Dave Portnoy faced Dallas Braden, had him pitch to him, and like basically could see if he'd get a hit off of him. Golden piece of content. See Philly versus Wes Clark, 10 at bats. Over under 3.5 home runs for Wes Clark. What are you taking?
Over for sure. Over. I mean, dude, I love you, but that's Clark, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
He's gonna chew you up and spit you out.
Fair enough. I think that's a golden piece. I've literally had people texting me and DM me saying, like, dude, I will pay to watch that. I think maybe we should do like something for charity or whatever. And I really honestly think that would be golden. I think that would be hilarious. So like maybe 100%. Something after the season. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I need to find like the biggest field possible. Maybe make him swing a wood bat. I asked him last night. I was like, we need to do a piece of content where I pitch you, but you're swinging a literal scythe. I think that would maybe make it fair.
Yeah, I think the ball contact on a scythe might be a little tricky.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird object. Yeah, it's kind of a weird object. Yeah,
that's funny, man.
Yeah, good stuff. No,
last point before I jump off the phone. Instagram is for girls.
Dude, I'm telling you though, man. I'm telling you. Hey, that's fine, but I'm telling you, man, that was a fun little thing last night, man. Facebook
Live. Just put it on Facebook Live.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I didn't plan it. They were live, and I just tuned in to see what they were talking about. And they were like, "Yo, let's get C Philly on," and they clicked and added me. So, I mean, I didn't plan it at all.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was very impromptu. I mean, it was a lot of fun. See, Phil, when we can be honest here on the Daily Crow, that's the difference with baseball and football. Football, it is like pulling teeth to get an interview with a wide receiver coach. And I'm just going live with players on baseball like it's nothing. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Awesome. That's the difference. Yeah. So whatever. It is what it is. Oh well.
I don't see J.C. Horn trying to invite you to an Instagram live.
No, I don't see that happening. I don't think Jake Bentley's adding me to his live anytime soon. Put it that way. No, not quite.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Okay. Hey, appreciate you. Take care. Good stuff. And guys, if you don't know what Phil and I are talking about, by the way, if you guys want to know, So I played by the rules. I reached out to Steve Fink to try to get an interview with wide receiver coach Justin Stepp. Stepp follows us on Twitter, loves the show, loves the content. Obviously, Stepp is a huge Gamecock fan. I DM'd Justin Stepp and said, "Hey man, would love to have you on the podcast because I haven't been able to get Shane Beamer on, but I was like, Stepp follows me. He really likes what I do, whatever." So I hit up Steve Fink trying to see if I could get Justin Stepp on the show. Was very polite, even apologized for things that went down during the Muschamp era. Like, hey, like nothing personal, you know what I mean? Just kind of doing my thing, whatever. And, sorry if you took it hard, whatever, took it the wrong way. Long email. This was Steve Fink's response. "Hey, Chris, I apologize for taking so long to respond. Unfortunately, we are not going to take advantage of this opportunity at this time. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. All the best, Steve Fink." So, and again, I say this, if you guys tune in because of my honesty, until Steve Fink and Justin King are out of the building, the Spurs Up Show and Gamecocks football will have basically no relationship at all because those two guys are not fans of me. They don't like me as a person, I believe, and just is what it is. They just cannot let bygones be bygones and let it be water under the bridge and let the Muschamp era die. So, it is what it is, and it's all good. And I still show nothing but love for Gamecock football and very excited for the direction and everything. But it is what it is. So it's all good. Wish him nothing but the best. So. Savannah Webster, yeah, I'd love to go to Fenway. Love to go to Fenway. Justin says, "Calling all brooms and calling the sweep this weekend. Got the same feeling I did versus Florida." Courtney says, "Are we calling a sweep this weekend?" Well, Courtney, you got to tune to the show tomorrow. That's when I'll give my prediction. So very sweepable weekend, though. It's a sweepable weekend. And, so I think there's a good chance for the sweep. I think certainly this team has the capability to sweep. Again, I don't want to take anything away from Mizzou. They're still an SEC ball club. They've still got good players. There's no question about that. But, if you're South Carolina, you got to be confident going in this weekend. So you definitely got to be confident. Let's see. Dirt Hecklers, the Friday night guys, ERA 7+ because of one game or consistent set of games. No. He's pitched a lot. He's pitched a lot for sure. That guy has pitched. He's like 1-5, dude. It's not like he's thrown 10 innings and it's just like an inflated number. No, he just has got hit around. Bro, they lost game 1 to Texas A&M 16-2 and then came back to win the series. No, this guy's thrown 34 2/3 innings, giving up 46 hits, has 23 strikeouts to 15 walks. Hitters are hitting .311 against this guy. Unbelievable. So, no, it's not a situation of, oh, well, it's inflated because he's only thrown a limited number of innings. Nah, he just hasn't thrown well. Like I said, he's 1-5 with a 7.01 ERA. Cody Gaskins, there really is no Justin King beef. There's no beef. I mean, to have beef, the feelings have to be on both sides, and there's no animosity here. Justin King just doesn't like me because he was Muschamp's right-hand man, and he just took it personally when I said fire Muschamp. You know what I mean? Like, so this kind of is what it is, man. It's just whatever. So. It's all good, man. It's all love. It's all love. It's all cool. So I can do my job without it, but it's unfortunate. All right, let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
Skylar, David.
Skyler, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Just hanging out, man. Watching the Masters. Just having a day. So, what's up?
Who's in the lead?
I think it's like Matsuyama, but I mean, bro, it's Thursday. It doesn't really matter. I mean, bro, it's like tradition at the Masters that a guy jumps out on Thursday that you've never heard of and just fades into oblivion in the weekend. So, no, I think it's like Matsuyama. I think he's like 3 under or something like that. But, yeah, something like that.
So I was checking out the ERAs for Missouri, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're
terrible.
I mean, when you have a team ERA of 7.15 and hitters are hitting 273 against you, that's bad. That is very bad. So
it is.
Yeah.
I know it's really hard to sweep. For a team with ERAs like that, you should be able to sweep them. You should.
Yeah, no, I mean we should be able to swing it this weekend. I think this team will come out looking to make, wanting to make a statement, make a point, get the momentum back. Obviously after that tough loss on Tuesday, and want to swing it well. So and I think return, we love to hit at Founders Park. I mean, what are we, like 13-1 this year at home? So I think we'll come out wanting to make a point and back at the friendly confines. I'd expect us to swing it really well personally. So. But we'll see. I mean, again, we'll see what happens. The numbers are the numbers. They don't play the game on a piece of paper, but you got to like the matchup.
Right.
You got to like the matchup for the Gamecocks. There's no question.
I'll tell you one thing. We had some hard hit balls Tuesday. Hard hit balls.
No, we did. We did. We had a lot of balls hit right at guys, man. That's the thing. I thought back to that game, and I was like, we didn't swing it great, but we were also kind of just the victims of some misfortune. I mean, some nights it's just not your night, man. And that's kind of Tuesday just wasn't really our night, unfortunately. So
that's true. And plus our shortstop made some plays that saved him some runs.
Yeah. No, he did. He had a hell of a night. He had a hell of a night. My buddies actually played against him, he said, in high school, and said he's a stud. So, I mean, that's what I tried to tell people, man, too, after we lost to UNC. It's like, listen, do I think UNC is some great ball club? No. Am I saying that, whatever, but you don't go to North Carolina and play baseball if you suck. You know what I mean? So, like, they have good players. They might not be having a good year, but they've got some really good players. So, for people to say it was an embarrassing loss is just such a stretch. It's insane, dude.
It was kind of a bit embarrassing. They're like betting, I wouldn't say embarrassing loss, but it was embarrassing that they was betting 242 and they only have 1 300 hitter. And they really out-hit you. Terrible.
I mean, yeah, bro. But
they're like one of the worst games.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but they won 3-2. They won 3-2. It's not like they out-hit you hit-wise, but I mean, I don't know, man. You lose 3-2 in 10 innings. Like, if that really pisses you off, this game's going to drive you crazy. That's just all I'm saying. Like, this game's going to drive you crazy. So we're fine. We're fine. Take care of your business this weekend. Nobody will give a damn that you lost to UNC. So
you got 2 great weekends this week because LSU ain't hitting on nothing either.
You hold on, say that again.
So we got LSU next weekend. They're not doing too well either. So.
No, 1-8 in the conference. That's 1-8 in the conference, and they just lost their ace, and I think Jaden Hill's his name. But their top guy just went down with Tommy John. So. Yeah, no, it's I'll say this, and again, I don't want to jump ahead of this weekend, but looking ahead to LSU, I know a lot of fans are going to look at their, and I don't know who LSU plays, by the way, this weekend.
Hold on. LSU looking up for us. Let's see here.
Georgia Vandy tonight, by the way, or tonight on the SEC Network. LSU is at Kentucky. LSU's at Kentucky. So I don't know what LSU's record is going to be next weekend, but I think fans are going to look at their record and say, oh, LSU sucks. We should just be. But it's like, bro, anytime you've got to go to Baton Rouge and play a series, bro, I will be ecstatic to take 2 of 3. Ecstatic. Take 2 out of 3 and run back home. You know what I mean? So, anytime you got to play them in Baton Rouge, it's tough. But, No, anyways, I'm excited for this weekend, man. I'm excited to watch us take on Mizzou and think we'll be able to do some good things. So,
how do you plan to split the spring game and the baseball game versus Arkansas?
You're saying how am I planning on doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go to the spring game and bolt over to Founders the second it's over. I mean, the spring game starts at 2. Baseball starts at 4. I don't think the spring game is going to go longer than 2 hours. I really don't. That's, I honestly might dip out at like 3:30. Like, really? I mean, because dude, at that point, basically everything will have happened. You know what I mean? And I'll catch the rest of the spring game on my phone. Here's the thing. Here's the better question, which is kind of funny to think. Do I do a post-game reaction for the spring game? for the scrimmage at Willie B. Post-game reaction, just immediate takeaways.
Personally, I wouldn't do a post-game reaction because I would definitely take some time to let it sit in and maybe go back home and watch it.
Yeah. No, it'll be a fun day, man. I'm excited. I'm excited because, everybody's going to be so rational and calm and not overreact to anything in the spring game. Gamecock fans are so good at that. Just being calm.
What do you think about them two transfers, Frank?
The transfers, good on them. They need players. Shit, everybody's leaving. So you need ball players. It's crazy to think how much different this team is going to look next year. But, yeah, you need ball players. So, yeah.
All right, brother. You're George, your masters.
Yeah, Scott, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you.
All right, see you later.
All right, thanks, brother. Later. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Matt Bruno says the LSU series scares me. We can be scared next weekend. Or next week. We got Mizzou this weekend, so I feel good about it. I feel good about it overall. Thomas Walker says, I still fail to understand why people think you are singularly responsible for his firing. Will Muschamp, that is. If you weren't thinking that we needed to make a change, you live under a rock. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's you ask questions that I simply do not have the answers to. Ryan Brack says Chris is going to give his post-spring game takeaways. Running in a tank top, sunburn on the way to the baseball game. Jesus. I'll just never get past the sunburn thing, ever. That'll never go away. But probably so. You got to keep the brand going. Savannah Webster, who's our midweek next week? We've got Charleston Southern Tuesday night at Founders Park. Charleston Southern Tuesday night. So should be a fun one. Should be a good game. But, yeah, Charleston Southern Tuesday. And then actually, don't forget, guys, next weekend, LSU is Thursday to Saturday. Thursday to Saturday next week. So, yeah, Thursday to Saturday. Thomas Walker, you seem to think Founders will host a regional. I think so. If they've got to pick sites, why wouldn't you pick Columbia? It's a beautiful ballpark. Yeah, why wouldn't they? So, I don't know. I think we have a good chance. Matt Bruno, good old Holbrook coming back. I don't think so. I do not think so. Heath Hagler says the shirt is vintage. Is it vintage? I don't know. Dude, straight from the pro shop. This shirt is fuego, bro. Ryan Brack, first ever Spurs Up show clip you ever saw was the Fire Muschamp clip. That's beautiful. What a thing. What an intro to the brand that was. Lord. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Oh. Barrett Salee live on IG. Heath Hagler literally said he ain't hit a crafty lefty all year, Team Chris, on the Wes Clark post. Jesus. Love it. Love the support. Absolutely love the support. Dirt Heckler. Yeah, Holbrook's at CFC, not Charleston Southern. If that's what you're implying or getting at. No, yeah, Holbrook's at College of Charleston. So, got a couple minutes left, guys. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Exciting here on a Thursday. Masters Thursday, first round underway. Of course, again, reminder, today's podcast, episode 418. We talked about the Gamecock series this weekend against Missouri. Full breakdown of that. Full breakdown of Mizzou. Of course, top storylines, key player of the weekend, all that good stuff. Also, great conversation with my buddy Blair Wheeler, who hosts the Blair Wheeler Project. He had me on his podcast a couple of days ago, and I figured, you know what? With the Masters going underway, starting today, why not? Felt right to put that show out there and put those, that content out there with the golf stuff. So, we talk Gamecocks, women's golf, the Masters, gambling picks, my experiences in the golf industry and the golf world and stuff like that. So a lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff, and a great show today. And I'll have my full predictions out for the podcast tomorrow. We're also recording Cox and Cola today. Cox and Cola, my guys, Ethan and Gavin will be over here at 2:30, and we'll probably have that show out tomorrow. So really exciting stuff, really, really good times, really fun stuff with the Spurs Up show and everything else. So Cody Gaskins, you should see if Justin King would come on and do a podcast recording with you. Ha, 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 ha. Good joke. Hey, maybe you can DM him because Justin King has me blocked on Twitter and Instagram, I think. My personal and business accounts blocked. So if you want to see that happen, you can DM, you can tag Justin King. You can do that. So, and I mean, I honestly would love to have him on the show. It's all love, bro. I think they do a great job. Like, you want to get pissed off because I said fire Muschamp, then so be it. You can live in your own misery. So if you want to hitch your wagon to Will Muschamp, by all means, you can do that. Go right ahead. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, check out the podcast if you have not. We'll be live, of course, tomorrow, noon to 1, and I'll be at all 3 baseball games. 7 o'clock first pitch tomorrow night, 4 o'clock Saturday, noon on Sunday. Going to be a fun weekend, and really excited. Really excited. Taking the baseball, taking the golf, everything else. Should be a lot of fun. So, again, folks, podcast, Daily Crow out tomorrow. Of course, you guys know the drill. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to go enjoy said golf. Going to work on some things, get after it today here on a Thursday, guys. Hope you all do the same. Enjoy your day. We'll talk tomorrow. Thanks, guys.